Hi, that Paul guy. So I bet you're wondering what's in the box. And you're going, Paul, you're an idiot. Both those boxes are clearly labeled. We already know what's in the box. That's because you guys are a bunch of smart cheeky monkeys, aren't you? Well, let's go ahead and figure out what's in the boxes, and tell you why we picked it. Okay, so obviously I've got a couple of Corsair boxes in front of me. The first one is a 3-pack of fans. These fans are the SP120s, they're RGB, and they're the same fans that are on this case. I'm going to show you the case in a few minutes, but there's some things that are, I don't want to say complicated about the case, but some reasons, specific reasons why I chose this case instead of another model. So quite obviously we've got the Corsair 220T in black sitting in front of me, and this one happens to have the glass panel on the front. They do have an airflow model that has sort of a grill on the front. They have it in black and in white. I got the one that's in black, and it comes already with Corsair's iCUE, their proprietary light, RGB software, and the node to go ahead and make the fans light up. So the reason why I got Corsair fans was to match that, and I decided because those are static pressure fans in the front, I went ahead and matched those here. I could have got the LL series, which are a little more powerful, but I figure I will go ahead and just match what's already in there. And the reason why I bought a pack of 3 is because it does already have the control module in it, and even though I'm not going to use the control module because there's one already in the case, I can save it for later and use it for something else. I do already have several RGB strips that also have the Command Pro. They don't have the fan module in it, but they've got the lighting module. So I'm going to have a couple extra spare parts. So the next time I go do a build with Corsair stuff in it, I'm going to have things without having to try to order them. Because when I did Amy's build, I had a little bit of an issue because I did not realize that Corsair, not only was it proprietary, but it was a totally different animal. You couldn't even kind of go around it. You had to actually use their stuff or something that was configured the same way, and I wasn't going to jerry-rig anything. I just went ahead and got their stuff. This time around, I've got extra parts because I have bought it the way I have. Now, I have an all-in-one cooler on Son of Fred currently right now, which is the computer that I'm going to take out of here. The motherboard and everything will go in. I will upgrade a few things along the way. I am thinking about memory. The Corsair Vengeance memory, I can get some of that and it's reasonably priced, but it is dropping in price. Well, right now I've got Trident Z and I've got 32 gig running at 3600. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's going to cost me about 150 bucks to replace that, which I'm not opposed to, but it's something that also could wait. Now, the other thing that I was thinking about doing was getting a Corsair all-in-one cooler. They do have 240s, 280s, 360s, and so on that are RGB, but all of their 120s don't have RGB. Corsair, why you do that to me? I could simply get another, I could buy another one, a 120, if it had RGB, and I could use 2 of the fans on the top, and I'd be, fat, dumb, and happy. But no, you make me have to buy something. If I want RGB, I have to buy 2 or 3 fans on it. So if I do that, then obviously I'm going to have fans left over too, which I will add to the stack of leftover fans and modules that I will do on some other build some other way. Anyway, this is going to be a couple-parter. I've got the case in front of me. Obviously, it's a 220T. If you want to look, I'll go ahead and leave links to all this stuff. I went ahead, I bought the fans at Best Buy because I needed to get out one day and they were available, and I actually did a vlog trip on that. The case I ordered from Newegg, I believe it was. I got a pretty good price on it. It was 100 bucks. It's normally like 109 or 119, and there's all kinds of bells and whistles on that, including, of course, USB 3. I wish it had a USB Type-C up at the top, but it doesn't, but that's quite all right. It does not have any room for an optical drive, which I do have currently on the build that I own now, or the Son of Fred has an optical drive, because I have been known to burn CDs because I don't have an MP3 player in my car unless I use a phone or an iPad or something like that, or an iPod. So I've been known to burn a couple of CDs, and that idea is going to go out the window. It will make me upgrade that as well. Anyway, full of features here. There's plenty of room for fans, and the motherboard I've got. I'm also thinking about upgrading the motherboard. And I will probably still stick with the 3700X because I like that CPU, even though the new ones are coming out. But now NVIDIA has announced their new video cards. And so I have to think about 4K. And then AMD's got to be right behind with Big Navi, and they're being really thoughtful. They're not saying anything, so we don't know if those are going to be better or worse. So I have to think about that too. But anyway, we'll go through this as we go through it. I'll do the build as we go and show you guys how it goes and what I end up deciding. There's a trip to Micro Center coming early next week, so I'm like a kid in a candy store in that place. It's like Universal Studios to me. I go all day long. I don't stay as long as Disneyland, but I have just as much fun. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what I walk out with, if I walk out with anything at all, and I might just take everybody along for the ride. So that's where we are right now. Stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit that little bell icon so you know when I'm building this thing. But like I said, it's a Corsair, it's 220T. It's a very, very good case. It was very moderately priced. Everything I've already got will fit into it, but I'm planning on, since I've got a great rig right now, I'm planning on making it pretty. And that's what I'm going to do next. That's what I'm going to do next. When I learn how to talk, I'm going to be really, really good at something. It might not be this, but it'll be something. So anyway, stay tuned for that, folks. If you're not already subscribed, do so. Thumbs up, thumbs down, leave me a comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you later.